please, 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 if you knew how loved you are and understood, all resistance, all withholds, all fears would just dissolve in an instant. Every step you make towards this is permanent and will affect your current life and your future lives if you have any. Yeah, that's why teachers talk about, true reality. If you build in true reality, it really pays off. Yeah. And the true reality, you guys, is just you being infinitely loved. You know how often we might think the true reality is, and we kind of brace for the other shoe to fall, like we're thinking, oh, it's going to be bad news. But actually, the true reality is how loved you are, how loved we all are, how this whole world is made out of unconditional love. Yeah. So just, hearing it yet again helps. It's just the way children grow. We develop on the journey the way children grow. Like the parents think nothing's changing, but then they look at a photograph from 6 months ago and the child's changed dramatically. This is what spiritual progress is like. We actually change dramatically in short periods of time. We just don't notice. It becomes the new normal. Yeah. And the longer we're on the journey, the quicker we move. So really, self-realized people move at the speed of light. Yeah, they no longer sit for like 6 months, facing some ego thing. It's like, they're just surfing on the Tao. Yeah. Yeah. And it's very possible for any of us. And if it's not this life, it'll be next life, the next life after. It's like, of course we want it this life. Of course we do. And may that happen. You know, man proposes, God disposes. Okay, so it's another time for first memories and dreams. So, is there anybody who has not spoken of their early dreams or or first memories here? And please show yourself. Or have you all spoken? And you can't lie, you can't hide because the training will just backfire if you do that. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. I'm sure you wouldn't. Yeah. Does everybody come forward? Okay, so you've all come forward. Okay. So if that's it, then let's talk about, what you feel your greatest strength is. And, if you can, your greatest weakness. Just acknowledging this to a loving group in the company of a loving teacher, but I'm part of the group too, will help.
Om Namah
You
Shivaya.
know,
Prema Suda.
okay, yeah,
Yes,
who's that?
Kalidas. Kalidas.
Okay, there. Okay, good. Kalidas, how are you?
Uh, yeah, I'm good. I changed some gears and I'm currently in Germany again for some weeks. But I will
Okay, going with the flow.
go
Okay,
with the
that's
flow, yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Good. Go with the flow.
And I talked about my dream, but I haven't talked about my early memories yet.
Okay, go for it.
Yes. So my what I remember was I was probably 3, and my parents and my family with my brother, we were on the first vacation since like for the full family. So we left like our a little house and went into the middle mountains of Germany. And I remember that I was looking out of side of the window from the hotel, and it was a view into the valley. And it was like not big, not high mountains, but like 500, 600 meters up and down. And I remember this view down the valley, and I think I remember it was more dawn. And it was from, I feel I have the memory of it felt like white, and if I have never seen it, it was like, wow, this is, yeah, something I can look far. And but also like a little bit like it feels my memory. It feels like it was dawn, so sun was always some lights from some artificial lights coming up. That's what I really remember. Yeah, it's not
And
a
your feeling was, sorry, what was your feeling when this was happening?
the one feeling is was it was impressive to see more than I used to see from the village I grew up, and we were like
Right, right,
high
right,
mountain in the sense of like a you can look around everywhere.
right.
Yeah.
And that was it? That was the whole feeling
Yeah,
tone of it?
that's the whole feeling and tone of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So what do you think? What are your thoughts about having that kind of memory?
I think it was the first time that I felt there's more to the thing I used to have in my early years when I was just at home. So
Yeah.
my mom was at home all the time since my brother's just 1.5 years younger. So she was like, until I was 3, I was not in the kindergarten. Um,
Yeah.
and it felt like, oh, we went out and it was like, oh, there's more to it. There's something out there in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah. It's very beautiful, eh? I mean, it's very beautiful. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great memory, like to prepare you for transformation, and also I love the kind of the masculine spirit. Oh, there's more here than just a home. There's a big adventure. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, it feels lovely to me. That you have that early memory, rather than trauma. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
right. Right. This is part of what happens when we're secure. If kids are secure, then they can get all this stuff in the positive. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Is there anything more, Calidus, that you wish to speak about? Any memories or
Y- Yeah,
anything
then
you wish to speak about?
yeah, the next memory which came up, which is a little more clear and or crystal clear, this was I was it was a little bit later then. So I was already in the kindergarten.
So you'd be how old in the kindergarten? 5 or
4, 5, yes.
4 or 5? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got catched masturbating. And I really know kind of somehow the room in the sense it was like I had a kindergarten in an old castle, not castle, but felt like a castle. And
Oh,
like, but not the castle with like big walls, more like how to say the Schloss.
Menschen.
Yeah, like it was a big mansion, yeah, kinda. And then
Okay.
I don't know. I think I used to not sleep during the midday break. I
Yeah.
just remember the how to say the caretaker there. She like pulled um the whole cover from my whole body,
Uh-huh.
and I was
Uh-huh.
exposed. And I and it was like at first was like oh so like of course I mean I remember it was like a little bit yeah so like bad feeling, but I have like yeah it's I mean I felt like I just continued, kind of in the sense of like it didn't bother me. That's I have what I remember. I still remember that the cover was removed, and after that it was
Mhm.
like still I remember. Yeah, it's I mean, okay, yeah, I
Right.
was exposed, but anyways.
But yeah, what do you expect? It's nap time and I was bored, right? Like, I mean, that's about it. Like, it's just a bored kid, Yeah, good. Again, I mean, do just as having worked with many people, there's a intrinsic self-esteem there that shows up good in face of, you know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
the shock of getting it pulled up and maybe her disapproval, which is, oh my goodness. Yeah. It's, the human condition is just hilarious. All the many ways that we make things complicated. Yeah. Yeah, you're a bored kid. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Very sweet. Very sweet start, seems to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Feels to me as well. Yeah. I
Good.
sometimes ask like, oh, is there more I miss or something? Yeah, but so far nothing bubbled up. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you had a loving home. Just the gratitude for the send off for such a sweet patterning. You know, as you go along, um, I don't know how to say that. We see more and more deeply. And it's not that anything was wrong at all.
Yeah.
It's just that we're not being raised by self-realized parents. So, on the way to self-realization, that will become clear that they weren't self-realized. But on the other hand, there's obviously an intrinsic feeling of safety and of trust in yourself that shows up in these memories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same feeling also with other memories. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So gratitude for that. And also you would have earned that from your other lives. That would have been the plan, that you'd get this kind of send off, you'd get this kind of foundation. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You know, the older souls, people with a lot of lives, will be motivated to get on the journey, more motivated than most. So even if their upbringing was good and everything's good, they've got a career and everything, they're still motivated for the spiritual journey just because they're like grandfather energy, grandmother energy. They've had like countless lives and they're ready to start heading off. Yeah. And for most people, trauma will propel us on the journey. Pain will propel us on the journey.
Mhm.
In Kali Yuga, Amma says, it's fear of God that gets people on the spiritual journey in Kali Yuga. Yeah. Or fear of pain. Well, she says fear of God. She does not say fear of pain. That was Brahmasuda. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I feel like you've vanquished some ghosts. This is good. Yeah. Is there anything else you need to discuss, Kaladas, you wish to talk about?
So far, nothing else. Yeah.
Okay, it's good. Okay. So anybody else, please come forward so there's no big silences in the satsang. So the editors always have to like listen to it and get rid of all the silences.
Hi, Pramasuda. It's Kira.
Karen,
Hi, I'm like
yeah,
Haladas. I shared my memory, but I didn't share the dream
yes,
yet.
good.
I had
So
two
when's the dream? Wait,
the
wait, wait.
dream.
When's the dream from?
Okay, I had early elementary. Um,
Early
later,
elementary, that's the
yeah,
earliest dream you
yeah,
you
kind
remember?
of like 5, 6, 7.
Okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
it was reoccurring. Like it happened all throughout
I
elementary.
know, but I know, but I really wanna.
Mm. Okay,
So is it? I know you want to talk about it's reoccurring, but is it the earliest?
I believe it is the earliest. I don't remember anything before.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah,
So go for it, sweet
yes.
one.
Okay, so it's that dream of the shark, like in the water. So I'm, and it kind of, it would it would start with me in the ocean with a shark, and then the shark would be chasing me.
Yeah.
And I would, there was a lot of fear, and I would move, like I'm trying to escape the shark. So I would run onto
Yeah.
land, and then the shark would actually like start to walk and follow me on land. And like
Oh,
the fins would turn
goodness.
into little feet, and it would like be running
Oh,
after me then. And I'd be running, and then I ran into the forest, and the shark would
uh-huh.
follow me into the forest. And then
Oh,
it would always it would always end like I would wake up on um like tripping over a log or a stump, and then it would be like coming on me. But nothing, like it
oh,
didn't eat me, but it was like coming at me, and then I'd wake up. But I had fallen.
right,
So, and sometimes
right,
there would be an inflatable pool as well that it would chase me through before we got to the forest.
right.
With other
Okay.
people in the pool, but everything else is like
Okay.
just me and the shark.
Yeah. And so when you woke up, what did you do when you were a little kid?
I was terrified. I would just shake and sweat, and I would not go and get help. Like I would stay by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't get help because
Um,
I'm
I
just
can't
interested.
I can't really remember why, but I feel like there was a bit of like I felt that I couldn't, or like that this is something for me to deal with, like
Yeah.
because otherwise I would have run to my mom. Also, I didn't really like, because my mom and dad slept like I didn't enjoy the like because head to foot. So like if I was cuddling my mom, I was cuddling my dad's stinky feet. Like
Okay. Okay.
um,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
like
Okay. Yeah.
I that was there
Okay.
too. And then also I wasn't that, like there was a lot of fighting in the house. Um,
Right.
and so
Right.
I my dad
Right.
was scary too as well, even though he did his best.
Your dad, what?
He
Sorry?
was a little scary, even though he did his
Yeah.
best. I know he loved us and
Yeah.
took us
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
great outings, but
Yeah.
like he screamed a lot, and there was like with my uncle and aunt, they would fight a lot, and there's a lot of
Right. So you didn't feel safe with them, basically.
no, no.
Yeah. So, uh, what do you think about this dream?
Well, I feel like if the ocean is like kind of your unconscious, maybe like running from the unconscious or running from my own knowledge. Um, the shark was male to me, like it was always a man shark. So maybe also like fear of like that what it represented, like domination or like control, or um,
Mhm.
maybe also playing into my first memory of my dad like kind of cheating and me having to not
Yeah.
look at that. Um,
Yeah. 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 So you guys, for all our dreams, when you have dreams now, go, please, every time go back into the dream and be each figure. So if Corinne was going to do this, she would just be the shark, and she would feel the shark completely in her body and her thoughts and everything. She would just embrace sharkness, and then embrace, you running, because you're both things in there. You're both roles. It's all you.
mhm,
Knowing you and uh, you know, your family and everything. The thing that strikes me about sharks is they're cold-blooded, you know?
mhm.
Yeah, right.
And sharp.
Now, yeah, cold-blooded. So they don't respond to, the mammalian heart energy. It's just not in there. They respond, they're very simple. It's like food, and the subtler feelings are like meh, right? So that is the thing that comes forward. And sweetie, I have met this cold-bloodedness in you as well. Do you see?
Yeah.
And it's not really like it's been directed to me particularly, like personally, but I've watched you do that to yourself. Be very cold-blooded with the truth of you, with your warm heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like cold-blooded, like just think about what I'm saying, rather than responding to yourself like a wonderful child, a wonderful aspect of God. You don't, in the past, you have not treated yourself like that.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So this is what I want you to like embrace. This cold-bloodedness is not, and the sharpness is not something that's separate from you, but your conscious mind is built in more the victim of this. But you're both.
Yeah.
Right. When you realize this, the shark will lose power. And it becomes like your best friend. It becomes a support. That energy that was locked in the attack, the cold-blooded attacker, morphs, transforms, and becomes an energy of strength that supports your heart. Part of you just went, well, that's impossible. Now, this is what I mean, you see? It's like, in a way, you believe in the shark. It's like, how could that ever transform? Well,
Yeah.
it can. It will transform in you the more you trust as time goes on.
Okay.
In Carl Jung's belief system, the forest was a symbol of self. So do you see, the shark chased you all the way into yourself and you died? But that's a very good transformational omen, because you're dying to your ego. You will, in fact, be reborn in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? Part of you thinks that it's not even permissible to follow what I'm saying intellectually. Yeah. Part of you thinks it's forbidden. Yeah, sweetie. Some of you are losing contact with me at this time. You're getting distracted and you're moving. You guys, a lot of you are running this underneath, that it's forbidden, verboten. It may have been in other lives, but we're in this life, and Amma's here. I know it's hard not to squirm. Corinne, I think you've had some lifetimes as a slave. Have you ever felt that?
I haven't, yeah, I think I feel this kind of like pressure, like I do feel like a slave, actually, I do.
Yeah, actually, you do. You do.
Yeah, like very,
Actually, that's kind of it.
yeah. And I think I react like that to everyone,
You do.
like just everyone in my life, not a particular type of person, just
You
everyone.
do. Everything, yeah. And that is when the energy that's embodied by the image of the shark is working against you. You will feel like a slave, but as this is transformed and it comes in support of your heart, you won't be a slave anymore. It's like you'll be backed up by that shark energy that will be transformed and not so horrible.
Mhm.
You guys, our energy gets put in packages like shark or running girl. And when we transform, that energy finds new ways to be expressed. You see, it's like letting love that's been packaged in one way, like a shark, and like a running girl. You undo the packages, and that energy can form a whole new story. You guys, your idea of reality are these packaged boxes with names on them, like shark, bad, running girl, good. Truly, on deeper levels, truly, it's. So how do you feel when I'm saying this, Corinne? And just honest.
Hi. I'm feeling a lot of like energy kind of in that throat and heart, like but like this way.
Yeah,
Like kind of like tingly, nervous kind of.
yeah,
Um,
right.
yeah. And I felt it all the way
Yeah,
through.
yeah. Okay. And it's sort of like, is it okay to wake up? Now remember, you guys, and again, for sincere seekers, understand that the ego does not relinquish stuff without a fight. So when we start moving into truth, it can look like it doesn't work. It can look like the shark wins every time. This is why it has to be, the journey has to be a deeply felt wishing to live it. Otherwise, you'll just circle round and won't get anywhere. You have to want to live it. Okay. It's why I'm talking about your dreams and your memories, because I'm wanting to shine a light on where your consciousness got boxed in the first place. So you can see it. And just sit with it, like just sit with this, you guys, and chew on it all. There's no fixing anything. Just chewing on it, being with it. There's nothing to do about it. When you see it, Corinne, like if you just let yourself see the truth of all this, you'll change. If you're receiving what I'm saying in, oh, I have to behave differently, I'm not doing it right, you won't change. That's the slave.
Okay.
Like, just watch the slave.
Okay.
See how you do it to yourself. Right. Okay. Right. For everybody. This is everybody's thing, sweetie. It's not, you're not like a bad girl or anything. It's like, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
And it can take years to get past this stuff. It just depends, you know? You know, Primasit, I've told you so many times I had ghosts in suits of armor. That was my life. And, you know, this is, you see, my dharma is to help you guys let go of your ghosts and undo your suits of armor, come out of your suits of armor. Do you see, our 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 dreams and early memories are giving us the path out of our conditioning. Okay, that's so interesting. Okay, the path out of your conditioning hit, I'm a bad girl or boy. And it's interesting because you're opening, you guys. You're opening past the I'm a bad girl or boy. Yeah, good, good. Our memories and our dreams are our pathway out. As we understand what happened to us, we come out of it. It's It's not like a head thing. Oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. It's a gut thing. I want my true life. I want to live this. You guys, and if you're not doing that, you will just circle around in your heads. And it's okay to circle around in your heads. It's like sometimes it takes time. But nothing changes in the world except when people live it, okay? The guys, like, let's just get real. You have to live it if you want it to be better here. And if you want fewer lifetimes, and if you want better circumstances next lifetime, yeah, it's just, you have to do it. Right. So how do you feel right now, Corinne?
I feel like as you were speaking, I felt quite like pushing on the outside, like kind of like the energy kind of went pushing kind of outwards. And
Yeah.
now I feel a little more open in the chest, still some little tinglies here in the throat
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
yeah, feeling something happen in my stomach, like not doesn't feel bad, but
Yeah.
it's like there's something is tingly or settling there.
Yeah. Yeah. You actually got what I am saying, like energetically. The cells of your body got it.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I felt that
This
with,
is where satsang saves a lot of time. Really. Yeah. Yeah. So, Corinne, just what you've done is really good work, and you can just observe it, observe the changes, But you guys, I could not have come out of my haunted castle without coming right out of my head's ideas of the world. I had to leave the whole castle thing. I couldn't fix the castle. I had to really want to bring in the creator, Amma. And don't berate yourself, but just be honest with yourself about how much you want to do it. You know what's beautiful? The shark is really helping you. You see, nothing stopped him. And indeed, he took you into the self where you will be reborn. Okay?
okay.
Truly, this is the beneficence of our dreams. Do you see the beneficence of the dream? You just were looking at it through the wrong glasses.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And I think the thing that would really help you is admitting the cold-bloodedness that you run and give it to Amma. This is the point. This is the thing. You can see the cold-bloodedness in everybody, but you can't see it in yourself. And I'm wanting you to see it in yourself.
Okay.
Right. Hello. And you see, okay, now even the cold-bloodedness, it's the other side of dispassion. It's the other side of being able to step back and witness. As you heal this cold-bloodedness, you will be able to witness with dispassion rather than getting so caught in things.
Okay.
Okay, good. Some of you are really like getting this. I can feel that it's like drips of nectar on the uh, wires in your brains. I can feel like it's like nectar, a nectar of understanding coming And it will just help. You guys, it's so organic. We just sprout and grow. It's not a fixing thing at all. If we're fixing, we're still in the shell state, the seed. We haven't sprouted. Yeah, we're going round and round in our shell, inside our shell. Right. It's very good, you guys. I can feel you know, at this time, I've said this, the universe is so supportive to those who are flowing with the way the universe wants us to go. So the grace, Amma's grace, is thick. Amma's grace is very thick for you. Yeah. Some of you, when I confront you with that you're being in your heads, you get angry with me. It's okay. It just means you're unwilling. Despite the pious talk. You're very dear. You'll just, we just will be brought to willingness. So don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, it's very beautiful, you guys. Yeah, just receive the light coming to you. Yeah, there's a lot of light. It's grace, but it's also light. Grace is light. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'd say the way of the Tao should be on everybody's bedside. If you read that before you go to sleep, it'll set your dreams in a good way. Okay, is anybody? Corinne, have you finished? Is that enough?
Yes, I think it's good.
Okay,
Can't think of
good.
anything else to say.
Okay, good. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for coming forward. It's all the things are reflect on all of us. It's all, this is what we're like. Okay, you guys. Yeah, and we're all created by the same energy. We're all brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. And fan the flames of every step you make, compassion for yourself. Keep reaffirming self-compassion. In the way of the Tao, Lozao says, patience, simplicity, and self-compassion. Okay, that is it, you guys. Patience, simplicity, and self-compassion. If you just live that way, you will move very, very quickly. But it will seem slow. But it will be the opposite of slow. And you may get criticized, but well, everybody gets criticized all the time. Yeah. Yeah. It's very beautiful. There's a couple of you who are really getting illuminated. There's a real illumination behind a couple of you, like just unbelievable light coming in. And for the rest of you, just go, me too. Me too. Really, that's what I was like. Me too. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's it. Right. Right. And then when the tough times come, it's just like, okay, I give it to you, Amma, help me. Yeah. And mantra and yeah. Okay, has anybody got any more memories or even needs to say something?
Hi, Premasudha.
Lorna, sweet one, how are you?
Good. Still overall very good. Still peaceful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Lorna went through a big challenging time and has made a quantum leap. So yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had, like the others who've spoken today, I had spoke about one and not the other. So I spoke about my earliest memory, but not yet the dream. There was like the
Okay.
fever that I mentioned.
The,
It was
the
like a
fever.
I thought it was a dream, and then I found out it was when I had a fever that I had
Okay.
this kind of experience.
Okay.
And it's quite, well, there's a couple of things that is they're very simple. What I remember is I'm like lying on the bed, and I think I was only 4, and I don't remember being on a top bunk bed at that age. Well, but maybe I was. I think I must have been. So I was quite close to the ceiling that had tiles. And what I remember is kind of being crouched up with my like legs up and my arms and like saying something like I've only got 6 squares. Like and
Oh.
I think my mum said that like this was actually happening. Like it was like this sense
Oh.
of
Oh.
constriction. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh goodness.
Mm.
The soul gets shoved into like 6 squares. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I think that's quite a lot in itself. But the other thing I remember from the dream was the feeling that my hands felt like, like an old TV when it's just fuzzy black and white.
Yeah.
Hands felt like that. And apparently I was doing this when I had this fever that I was trying to like rid my hands of this like fuzzy, strange like feeling
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Right. Right. Uh, a couple of things come to mind. Or what did you think of the fuzzy, strange feeling? What's your feeling about it?
I'm not sure. Um, I mean, there was a sense of stress around it. Like it was like there was. I suppose it was almost felt like what's the word? Like something invading, not invading my body, but something that I
Yeah.
needed to.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sounds very intense.
Mm.
So what the static reminds me of is that our Earth plane can look kind of like fuzzy static to the beings who are not on the Earth plane that are trying to communicate with us. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is that I once, in a period of huge stress, I was at a drugstore buying something, and suddenly everything went black and white and staticky. I couldn't see any color, and it was all black and white and staticky. Okay. The third thing is, this doing like what this is the movement you did. This is the movement of feminine hopelessness. wringing of hands. Right. And it's like, of course you were wringing your hands. You were feeling like the loss of soul, like the chunking down, and you were helpless to it.
Yeah.
But this wringing of hands is this learned helplessness we do, where we feel like we have no choice, and the child had no choice. But as we're adults, we can untangle this stuff over time. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay, good. Okay. You know what's really great? I can feel that these last couple of weeks, your trust in this process has gone up. So you're actually letting it come in at a really deep level. So awesome.
Yeah.
Just yeah. So how many people in your family of
Like
origin?
like
Your immediate family?
yeah, mum, dad, and two sisters, so 5 of us.
So 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was 6 with the squares, Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's like the child realizing that her consciousness was chunking down into the earth plane, and she was upset about it. And it's as if you've had a lot of lives, so you were slower to relinquish your knowledge than most. Like, the ego comes on, it didn't come on so heavily for you. Even as a little kid, it was like it was still a little loose, and that you were having these experiences still at 4. Do you see? This
Yeah.
is like a child. This is what goes on with a child when they feel the ego going in. It's horrible for them. Absolutely horrible. I think this is what the temper tantrums are. The child knows it's losing its connection to truth. Right.
Yeah. And that was the age that so I was in nursery, I think as young as 3. And I think I started what we call primary 1 in at 4. So I think I
Oh,
was
so you hit the school system 4. Yeah.
yeah, 4 when I started school. And that would have
Right.
been, I think I was off school. I think that was,
That would have been, sorry, what?
I was off school when I had that fever. So I'd
Yeah.
started, you know,
Right.
I was in the system. And so it makes a lot of sense what you say about having to relinquish my ego.
Relinquish your connection to truth. Yeah. And lodge more in your ego. Yeah. So, this is it. I mean, our school system can be really good for some kids, but sort of for older souls, it's like, not so much. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking the earliest memory of feeling like like feeling like I'm in a strange place, and then the constriction and the wringing of hands. It's quite a similar.
Right. Right. Good. That's it.
Kind of express who I really was, or something.
Right. So I'm feeling just the self-compassion, compassion for yourself, for the little munchkin you were. I can feel that you're able to do this more now. And Lorna, it's really important for you, for your progress. Right. It's kind of, and it's way deeper than our trainings, any psychological training, or it's way deeper. Yeah. Right. But I can feel there's a level of trust developing. And, you know, meeting Abraham did a lot for me because he was in truth and he was very, very good with me in lots of ways. Like he really saw me. So I could build in self-compassion, you guys. Do you understand the logic? That's why it's so important to meet an expanded person who loves you. Then you can build on it. Yeah. Right. Don't force yourself. Okay, you're going to be, I can feel you're going to be too hard. No, I want you to be really, really gentle and expansive with yourselves. No forcing. Sweetie, you know, when you have a lot of the trust of when you really trust the teacher, that does a lot of the work for you. Do you get that? So what we just went through, yeah, it's just going to do a lot of the work for you. Just that trust level. And, you know, it's not like you have to. I mean, if distrust comes up, like, you know, speak to me about it. Like, don't push it away. If it comes up again, let it come up. I'm not talking about kowtowing. You know, you guys know that. I'm just wanting you to bond with the heart energy. Bond with your own heart energy. That's what I'm really, oh, I'm using too many words. I've kind of missed the moment. You guys, you know why I'm so like transparent about this stuff? Because then the universe, Amma, heals exactly what the problem is. When I expose it, then it can be healed. Do you see? This is why I talk about the importance of transparency and honesty. When we're honest, it just gets healed. Right. Into more trust. That's it. Even Amma will turn to the people when she's really exhausted. She will turn to them and she'll say, I don't know if I can go a minute longer with the hugging. And then she keeps going. So, I mean, I'm wondering, this is Premasuta's question, if by expressing it, then that opens the door for her to get her second wind, you know? That's it. The fool in the fairy tale who triumphs is utterly transparent. But you don't want to be transparent when you're not safe either. So take care of it. But yeah, it's very beautiful. Okay. So, Lorna, I want you to be very patient with your British Isle genes. Because I know them in myself, okay? So be patient with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I also have quite an early recurring dream, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure how early it was. It might have not started until I was 7. Maybe it's not so.
You can come forward with it. What is it?
It was. It's actually kind of similar in a way to Corinne's. It was like being chased. It was so in the dream it was like as if it felt a little bit movie like, and it was like as if it was known that this happened every so often, that dinosaurs would come, basically. And everyone had to run and hide. But I don't really remember anyone else being there. And it was just me. So there's a few different versions of the dream where I'm like trying to hide within a house in one of them, and like I can see I definitely have been influenced by Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
eye, the window. There was another thing I remember quite distinctly where I was running and it was almost like wasteland, and I went into a swamp. Like I like, you know, held my breath and like went right under to try to hide from these dinosaurs that were coming. And I think they came up from the sea as well. So yeah, that would just happen every so often.
Did it work to hide in the swamp?
I think so. I never felt like I was caught, but there was
Okay.
huge anxiety and fear.
Okay. So, what's your feeling about dinosaurs?
Um, well, they're quite terrifying. And as you said earlier, cold-blooded, you know.
Cold-blooded. You guys, the cold blood, it's really up in this era, this cold-bloodedness that is, you see it in the world. There's all this talk about compassion, and at the same time, things are getting more cold-blooded. Right. Okay, so again, it's the same thing. It's like that those reptiles are images of your soul power that is caught in this kind of a symbol.
Mm.
Yeah, wanting you to transform over time. But I have a bulletin for you. And that is, I think you hide in the swamp now, in swampy feelings and emotions. You get caught in the swamp.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand
Yeah, I
that.
want you to see that, and I want you to work with it. Like, imagine yourself coming out of the swamp and finding, uh, living with Amma or living with Christ, or move into a safe place with a divine figure who moves you. Okay, see, you guys, what this is, taking our power. There's so much talk about taking our power. This is how you do it, in these very sort of subtle, directive ways. And the cold-bloodedness then becomes the dispassion. It becomes being able to see what's really going on in your life and what's really occurring in a dispassionate way that's not cold, but it's dispassionate. It's why I can look at somebody who may be like feeling tremendous pain, but I know that the pain's just temporary. So I don't, and part of me meets them in the pain, but I don't get overwhelmed by their pain because I just know it's temporary. That is dispassion. It can look like cold blood, but it's not. It's dispassion. Okay, good. Oh, I can feel that you're really going to get this. Yep.
Yeah, because I know I can get overwhelmed by my own emotions and by the emotions of others sometimes.
Yeah. So, if you just, when you get overwhelmed, if you just be with it
Mm.
and ask for help, you will come out of it.
Mm.
Don't try to fix being overwhelmed. Just let yourself come out of it. Okay, this is partly for tomorrow. When I talk about tomorrow, it's a big satsang for tomorrow, you guys, to help you walk this in a more, to make it easier to walk your journeys. I'm going to talk about becoming clear. Yeah, it's going to become the teaching of the compassionate way. The first step is going to be becoming clear. And there's one person who's pretty clear, and there's several who are coming this way. I'm in this part of this training, I'm going to give you these steps and make them very, shine a light on these particular steps on the journey, because otherwise it can just be too confusing. Right. Okay. Yeah, there's something wanting to come here. You know, You are all clear underneath. I'm not asking you to do anything to yourself. What I'm asking tomorrow, when I'm speaking about this, I will be asking you to allow it to happen. Okay? That is a completely different way of looking at the journey than most of you operate under. When you become clear, when you reach that point, everything becomes better. Yeah. And some of you are, pretty close to it. Remember, Gabriel said, tell them the answers are inside. I feel like we need to be very, very compassionate and patient with ourselves because of the culture we've grown up in. Please, this is a complete 180-degree reversal from the way you were taught. Cut yourself some slack, please. It's incredible that you're even walking this way. I'm getting this bulletin from the divine saying that you're all secretly dancers, that you're all like, magic dancers who came here to dance the truth of your lives, to dance your soul dance. And the bulletin really said, the secret is they're all dancers. They're all magic dancers. Yeah. So you guys, you wouldn't be here if you weren't. Right. Right. And remember, we all want to please our teacher, but the most important thing is that you're true to yourself and that you realize that the teacher cannot do it for you, ever. She can love you, she can give guidance, but she can't do it. And when I offer guidance and you guys aren't ready for it, you get mad at me. There are times, when I've been speaking with you and I feel this huge wall of subconscious anger at what I'm saying. But you're not, it's like, it's almost like beyond your consciousness. And so I work with you there. It's okay. I work with you there. The universe is working with you there. It's okay. It's okay. Right. Okay, good. Truth is so spacious. It's so great. There's so much room. There are no little boxes. You can just be yourself. Yeah. Right. Love is truth. It's like the truth always out because the truth is God, you guys. Love is unconditional love is truth. Beauty is truth and truth is beauty. You know that expression. It's all unconditional love. Yeah. The other thing I want to reassure you that wherever you are, that is a respectable point on the journey. I want this to echo through your ears. No matter what inner turmoils you're facing, wherever you are is a respectable place on the journey. It's not separate from the process. It's not separate from other people. It is It is the human experience of being on the journey, wherever you are, no matter what you're doing. Please, you're never doing it wrong. You are either doing it slower or quicker. Well, there's, if you use this knowledge, this kind of knowledge, if you use it for dark ends, it won't last. And also even heaven will get angry at you. Even heaven will really give you the cold shoulder if you do that. But I don't think that's anything you guys are going to do. And of course it would be that way because it's going the wrong way. Yeah. It's really huge, you guys. The understanding's so huge, and bad and good just kind of fall away to just the truth of things. Yeah. Right. 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 There are two kinds of people. There's and it's about the cold-blooded and the warm-blooded. There are people who have, with a child, if a child gets into addiction, there are parents who are like more embarrassed than anything else. They're just kind of embarrassed. And then there are other parents who really, really love their daughters or sons and really care about them and their unhappiness. And they're the other kind, that it's like it's embarrassing for them and they feel like maybe somehow a little guilty, but they don't have that huge love. And this is what this training is. You see, I'd say those parents were more cold-blooded. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, good. There's a level of depth that you all allowed with that illustration. I'm very touched. Amma says there are not that many parents that if the child fell in the well, that the parent would jump in with them. But the thing is that, in fact, I saw a psychological thing saying, parents shouldn't jump into the wells if the child gets stuck in a well. Like it was saying, well, you're just going to drown. Like, so don't do that. That's silly. Really, I read a psychological thing and it's like, I'm going like, but Amma says, jump into the well. But I think Prema Sutta thinks the reason, because if you jump in the well with the child, that what will happen is the power of your prayer becomes immortal. It becomes huge. It would be, there's no ceiling then on the power of your prayer, which then would bring help running. It would bring help pronto. You see? And I'm going to give you the example with the leukemia thing. I jumped into the well with my son with the leukemia, and a solution came. I didn't separate myself from it. And it was, he was a baby, so it was easy to jump in the well with him. But that's, the whole energy, it's like the maternal love harnessed the whole energy of the universe behind to give a healing. Do you see? It's how it works. Okay, we're so powerful, you guys. And the joke, our conditioning is we're slaves or we've got 6 squares of a maneuvering room. And remember, our culture is very reductionist. We're very reductionist about the power of the heart, or even the worth of human beings. Yeah. I mean, we would not have assisted suicide if we believed that we were immortal, eternal beings. We would see that it's a dharmic. Yeah. I feel there's a kind of a peace that some of you are reaching. And if you're not feeling it, don't worry. It's you'll get it in one step, like it's a step away, so don't worry. You'll just be brought to it. There was somebody who contacted me and said that they listened to satsangs and that they would always feel peace about 5 hours later, like clockwork. Not right after listening to the satsang, 5 hours later. Yep. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Is there any more? Yeah. It is so great that we can come together and do this and bring our sweet souls. Yeah. Has anybody else got a memory or a dream that needs to come up? Yeah,
Hello, Suda.
Yes.
I had a dream, but it was like a few days ago. I'm not sure if it's the right platform today.
You can. Like you've had a recent dream, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really profound for me. So it started in a living room. I didn't know, with Michi. And for some reason I had a bunch of hair from her in my hand, and I knew this cannot be true. It was so much hair from her in my hand, which was not on her head anymore, that I realized, okay, this is not the normal awakened earth plane, and I realized that it's a dream. And I made a reality check to check if it's really a dream, and blew my nose, and it was possible to blow nose. I just made a reality check and confirmed it's not a dream. And then I remembered that I wanted to try to go to the astral plane, and I asked Michi if she can help me, and she nodded to me. So I started a prayer like this. I started a prayer and felt lots of energy. And then the dream, I was breaking the dream, and everything became black for a long time, for quite a long time. I thought like, okay, I didn't manage to get to the astral plane. Maybe I tried to do it with lots of willpower. But then suddenly there was like a picture coming up of a menu of a game. And so I had this menu, and then I thought, okay, I just start with level 1. And for the level 1, you needed a password, a code. And I didn't have the code. I was trying a few codes, and it didn't work. So I thought, okay, maybe I just don't have the password now. And then the dream continued for a long time. I was still lucid, and I would just had fun in the dream. I was like moving things around, yeah, deforming a bicycle into a car, and driving around in a car. And I'm not sure if it's important how the dream continued, but the beginning was really profound for me.
So you turned a bicycle into a car?
Yeah, I was experimenting with telekinesis a lot in lucid dreams,
Yeah.
but I never tried to change the form of anything. So
Okay.
there was a bicycle. I was moving it around with my just my willpower,
Okay.
and I tried to shrink it down, but then it's transformed into a car. That was not my plan, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. So what do you think of the dream?
mm, what I think of the dream, yeah, I think the first thoughts were it felt like, okay, I need to do my homework first. I need to do like the
Uh-huh.
really basic stuff.
Yeah.
And then if grace comes in, maybe sooner or later I will go.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
get to the astral plane.
Yeah. That's a good attitude. That is the best attitude. That's what you said. Yeah. Humble, open, and the code, it reminds me of genetic codes, and there's levels with the transformation. Sometimes we have to go very deep, but it's the living at an earth plane, and this is part of what I'm talking about, but I'm going to talk tomorrow about becoming clear. And we were talking about your difficulty with your roommate, and I was showing you the bones or the structure underneath all the emotion about what was really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's to learn how to live in clarity. Okay. In clarity. And, like it's such a, it's wonderful. Like it's your desire to play in the astral and do things. It's lovely. It's lovely. But the most important thing isn't that, right? The most
No.
important thing is embodying the truth in your life. And I was really happy with what you said after, and that you've got this open kind of humble attitude to let it all come as you're ready, because you want it to come when you have a solid foundation, right? You don't want to set up where you have a spiritual fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The classic thing of wanting
I had this
powers and
before.
stuff. You've had this before?
Yeah, where I felt like this is really a spiritual awakening, and almost like, okay, nothing could come what is destroying my feel of grace or something. And then things came where I had to realize, okay, I'm not quite there yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Humility, good. Humility. And the
Yeah.
pendulum, you guys. And the pendulum keeps going till self-realization. Well, actually, it even goes during self-realization, but you just don't care anymore. Like you just take bad times, good times, it's all the same. So, you know, Richard, there's, we get whatever steps on the journey we make, we have to pay for in our our willingness to see darkness, to be caught in darkness, to have a dark night of the soul, right? Like you have to be willing to do that. Yeah. And to just surf through that too, yeah. I don't know. It just, it's lovely. It's a very innocent desiring to play, and you've got a really good, humble attitude, and you know that the key is building your embodiment on the earth plane But I don't want to douse this kind of spiritual exuberance, do you know, that you've got? Like it's,
Douse? What is douse?
Douse, pour cold water on. I don't want to
Uh-huh.
pour cold water on your spiritual exuberance, on your, let's do the astral plane. Let's it's so childlike, you know, but if you stay humble and open and you know, keep embodying it, becoming clear on the earth plane, becoming more and more transparent and honest, it's all good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you want from me? There's something you wanted and you didn't get. I can feel it. Do you know what it is?
Want?
Yeah, it's something you wanted from me, but I'm
not
it's
sure.
like
I'm not sure.
yeah, maybe you just wanted me to give you the code.
Yeah, that would be the most
That's
easiest.
probably it.
What is the code?
That's probably it. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, but what you say about meeting the black or the dark of the soul or something like that, feels like that I could also go, if that happens again, I just be in the empty space and the darkness and enjoy myself there. And not be like, oh, this is like a in-between
Right.
state, which I don't want.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm all alone with my thoughts
Right.
here.
Yeah, like boxing it. You don't want to box it. Like, who knows what it is? Yeah. Yeah. But this is very good, Richard. Like, you know, I mean, this is, you know, a lot of non-dualists say, don't get interested in cities or powers. And it's true because people can get, you know, they get corrupted by, you know, but there's just some powers that just come as a result of just moving into truth. They just, awareness and powers come as a byproduct, and it's all good. Yep. The one thing is, you know, Mitchie's hair's falling out, and you're asking her for help.
Asking her for help.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
her hair is
because
coming out, and you're asking
true.
her
It's
for help.
interesting.
It's kind of like, and that may be no, but this is the blind spot. You guys, we're taught to exploit Mother Nature. We're taught to exploit. We just do it in a second. Yeah. Actually, you know what? That last comment coming from Premasudha is going to be very helpful to you. I can feel it. It's like that's helped. It's going to help expand your understanding. Yeah. Yep. We sometimes miss the obvious. As a parent, I used to feel that I missed the obvious a lot. Yeah. I can feel a lot of grace. I feel a lot of, oh, there's such deep, powerful grace coming to us all, you guys. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, sort of like what dreams may come. Somebody told me that the astrology for 2026 was kind of stuff that had never happened before. That's what the astrology was pointing to. So who knows, you know, what dreams may come. Okay, so please, if you can, come for tomorrow because it's a really crucial satsang for your understanding. Okay. And if you can't, make sure you listen to it. but it's sort of like this training is being built as we go, you know. Yeah, and that's why there's some days that are just so important. But anyway, if you know, if you know, missing them, it's like whatever. I don't want to be self-serving at all. Okay, we all have. It's just, you know, for Prema Sutta, this stuff was so overwhelmingly important that nothing got in the way. When I had access to the universe through something that strengthened my connection to my heart and to the creator, I just was there like, in there like a dirty shirt. I just, yeah. Okay, you guys. Thank you. Just